Hello, this is D2. Gonna be streaming some more Arena. It's been a while. As you can see, I'm rank 4. I haven't played that much though. I went a couple ranks up in like one day. Because I was playing my Shaman deck, which kills aggro decks, and after the Mage nerf, I went back up. Another thing is my computer's like really screwed up right now, and it's um not well like physically, it's like kind of breaking apart. And it's making like weird noises. So if you hear like a vibrating sound, that's what it is. Also, you can see I'm in a different room. I'm at my parents' house. This is the background. You can see like pictures of when I was in high school and shit. The other thing is that it's probably super laggy because the internet in the U.S. is not as good as the internet that I have in Japan. I'm gonna check that the sound's on. Kind of break. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so should be kind of laggy, but um, hopefully it's okay. Um, I should actually post more videos of drafts I did where I didn't win, because that's interesting too. Uh, as you can see, my money's like running out. I do want to do a 12-1 Warlock, and it's pretty quick, and it's New Year's Eve, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. All right, let's do Warlock. Get that 12-1 Warlock on YouTube. All right, so this is pretty decision. Judge Drake is amazing. Even if I'm going aggro, this is nice card draw. Although there is a case to be made for Pint-Sized Summoner just to get that tempo advantage, but if it just dies, you're screwed. It's a terrible card to get after the early game. I feel like this is an underrated card. It's pretty decent. It takes out a 2-drop, stays alive. This is also okay if I'm playing Zerg Warlock. Get a bunch of dudes in the field. It's actually probably between Shadow Bolt and Frost Warlord. Shadow Bolt's not that great because usually you're taking out a 2 or 3 drop and it screws up your tempo. It's actually better as a late game card. In fact, I should keep that in my mind. Like if I draft a Shadow or if I get in my starting hand, I should just mulligan it because it just screws up tempo. But I will pick Shadow Bolt because it's pretty good removal. Blood Imp is really ridiculous and impossible to deal with, or extremely hard to deal with. Um, there's no way to activate this. This is a really good card. This is usually terrible. It can be okay, but I don't have any spells yet. Um, I'm gonna be leaning toward lower cost cards. It's hard to draft a control deck, especially with Warlock. This is one of the worst cards in the game. This is like too slow, and it's not that great. In first place, Panther's good. Okay, can be okay. Um, Summoning Portal is usually bad. Like Summoning Portal can actually be okay if you're like if it's a win more card for the most part. Like if you already have board control, you can get a control. It's like you kind of throw it on the board and hope it just doesn't die. And if it does die, you threw away a card for nothing. So even though I don't have weapons, I'll pick the Blood Celebrator to get something up. Archmage is okay. It's too expensive though. Um, I think I'll pick the Supermoon Guardian just because it's annoying to deal with. Like it's hard to kill. This and this are of similar value. I have Blood which pushes this down in value. Um, this is good. I just think I already have 2 5s. I want to skew my deck lower. Um, ironically, well, not ironically, but sadly, Raging Worgen and Blood Imp work extremely well together. But I can only pick one here, and I think another Blood Imp is better than a Raging Worgen. Though, if it were toward the end and I only had one of each and I didn't have any 3-drops, I'd probably pick this. But I do have 2 3-drops, one of which is a minion. This is tempting, but get this. 3 terrible cards against each other. Um, um, I'm pretty sure I will never pick Sacrificial Pact ever. There's no reason to. The Elrond Mage I could pick for the Shadow Bolt. Frostwolf Gun I could pick for the Blood Imp. Like I could pick Frostwolf Gun as like a shitty version of Voidwalker in constructed decks just to protect my cards and get some shit out, but it so often just dies to nothing. But I think it's okay. I mean, it's better than these. And this relies on combos, whereas this doesn't. It could, like, at the very least, it can just be there and usually take out a 2-drop. Um, Not picking Light Warden. Um, Violet Teacher can be useful. Defender Rogue is usually really good. So I'll pick that, especially because I'm trying to skew toward lower mana cost cards anyway. Which means I'll probably get something to buff with that. Shadow Sun Cleric probably beats all these. Although Power Leveling if I'm playing super aggro. But my deck isn't super aggro yet, so I will go Shattered. Um, uh, Here's my chance to switch gears and go super late game with Twisting Nether. But even, it's hard to find a situation where Twisting Nether would be actually good. Because usually you have your own shit in the table too. I guess it's like a super Flame Strike. But then, like, it still leaves damage golems and stuff, so. The problem is these are so bad. It's a pretty bad epic pick. I think I just take the 3/3 for 3. And then maybe I can pick up, if I pick up Murloc later, it'd be good with this. I don't have any Demon Fires to make the Voidwalker good. And it's not a constructed deck, so I can't just, like, consistently get a bunch of stuff out to smack the opponent while this is up. Although it does work really well with Blood Imp, just to be a ridiculous wall. But I think I have to go River Croc. It'll probably be like a 2/4, which is like 3-drop value for these Blood Imps. Organ Infiltrator is good. It meshes with my, what I'm trying to do at least, of being aggressive with little drops. Nightblade is not good enough. I mean, Nightblade is supposed to be aggro, but the fact that it's a 5-drop, it's just stupid. I think I just go Amani Berserker, get another 2-drop. I have no 3/2/2s. It's really crappy, but need to. As much as I wanted to take Worgen with the Blood Imp, Harvest Golem's just too good. Well, yeah, it's too good. Especially by itself, it's better than Worgen. Flesh Eating Ghoul beats Farseer. These are really bad cards I've gotten. Oh my god. Okay, so Blue Ghoul Warriors, okay card. It combos with this. I'll pick it. Mortal Coil can be useful. I don't need the Darkscale Healer. Oh, it could be useful. If we need Mortal Coil and Darkscale Healer. I might need more Punch, but so far it's looking like it's going to be super aggro. Which I've been trying to gear it towards, but it's not that great. I can Murloc War Leader with my Murloc War Leader. Make them both, 5/4s? For 3, which isn't overwhelmingly good. You know, you can still deal with it. And they both combo with this. The other thing is Bane of Doom is not that great either. It combos with Azure Drake to do 3 damage. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a chance and go Murloc War Leader. And try to get some more Murlocs in here. Take a chance. I need 3/2/2s desperately, and this is a very good 3/2/2. Oh god. I need some for a late game, or maybe I just go Power Overwhelming and just go all out aggro. That could be what I need to do with this deck. I mean, looking at it, yeah, it's. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go all aggro. Um, can I buff this? That's the question. I can buff it with Defender Vargas, with where's my thingy? With the Shared Sun Cleric. Um, and I can buff it with. Well, Blood doesn't really buff. Isn't really that good of a buff or something with Divine Shield. For Divine Shield, you want attack buffs. That's 2 so far. I think I need 4s. Even though this is super aggro, I need some 4s. This is okay. Succubus is crappy. Soulfire, 103-2. I think the Soulfire wins. And this is like super aggro, I need Soulfire. Um, Abomination doesn't fit at all, even though it's a nice card. Sunwalker can be really nice to just throw up and then protect my little dudes toward the end of the game. Questing can be good if it gets out of control. But I do have a bajillion 3s. And Sunwalker is decent late game, and it kind of meshes with the rest of my deck. It'll protect my stuff while I just smash the face. Yeah. Hellfire's dumb with my deck. It could be a nice finisher, but that's like all. If I'm paying 4 mana to do 3 damage to the face, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want Hellfire. Mortal Coil work better with my deck. I'll probably likely need that last 1 damage and a lot of stuff. I guess Cult Master. I mean, I don't need. Yeah, maybe I need the cards. I don't know. I could use a turn. I could just get a bunch of cards with Cult Master 1 turn instead of having to waste turns tapping. Silverhead Knight's the best card here by far. Spyful Smith has nice stats, but I don't want that many 5s. I'd rather have the 4. It's just an extra 2 damage at his face. And I can use it to just help with tempo too. And Celsi Captain can go out with Blitzall Raider. I could use this to kill like a big fat taunt, like a Earth Elemental or like a Ironbark Protector at the end of the game or something. I could also use this for removal. It's a little bit expensive though. I think I'd rather have just a 3. God, these epic picks are really bad. Oh, let me just look up. This is my last picks. I might as well analyze my deck. 2 Mortal Coils, overwhelming, 2 Blood Imps, 1 Worgen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2s. They're all fighting 2s, but they aren't great fighting 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3s, plus a 3 spell. Most of these guys can play by themselves. Saturn, not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s. These 2 are support 4s. These 2 are play by themselves 4s. This is like a run in and immediately change the board for. Decent 5s. I think Bane of Doom is just too slow. I think I'll get the Big Game Hunter. Plus, I feel like this can change games. Whereas this, it only changes games with RNG. And this is also a consideration too, just get another 3/3 for 3 out there. Like this, like if I'm playing a Paladin, how vulnerable am I to Consecration? Like I'm pretty vulnerable to have this. Because I'll probably just play it on 3 just because. Kind of tough. Yeah, I want to skew low. Well, yeah, I want to skew low. Alright, so there's probably some questionable picks in here, but I wanted to go really aggro. So let me just see. Okay, so as far as if I'm looking for cards to finish the game, like if I'm going for the face or the end, Soulfire, Powerwhelming, um, and Stormwind Knight. Yeah, and Shadow Sungler kinda. Oh, and the Beluga Warrior. So I have two chargy dudes for two, one buff dude or two buff dudes, this guy and this guy. As far as getting the extra damage in toward the end, and I have Soulfire and Powerwhelming. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. So Soulfire and Powerwhelming are 4 damage each that I can do to the face. Basically, this is going to be such an aggro deck that toward the end I'm going to have to make decisions as far as do I go for the face or do I go for um, his minions, and it's important to know what options I can top deck in order to just win the game on the